It is the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and just because I don't have a meal plan yet for the week doesn't mean we can't have a calm, non-anxious grocery haul. That every plate box back there is filled with stuff going to the Goodwill. So that is not our meal plan for the week, although I do get an every plate box from time to time. I just left Sam's. I picked up a Sam's Club order, and now I'm sitting at the Walmart grocery pickup. So we will get our groceries, we'll go home, I'll show you everything that I got. Just because I have no idea what's for dinner yet doesn't mean I can't share everything that I'm purchasing at the grocery store today and, touch all the things and speak with uncanny specificity about every single item as only a mom who has been grocery shopping for 20 years for her household can. In the 4 weeks before Thanksgiving, I filmed this series of videos for you guys where I grocery shopped for a week for my family of 5. I showed you what I purchased. I talked about the meals that I was going to be making with those items. And then I also shared the cost for that week, and I compared it to the USDA food cost estimations and budget recommendations. So when I finished up with those videos, which basically took me a month, that brought us to the week of Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving break. And at that point, I was kind of ready for a little break. So I did go grocery shop for Thanksgiving, but I didn't film it. In fact, I didn't film anything except a few B-roll shots the week of Thanksgiving. We stayed home for most of it. We really took it easy where the cooking was concerned. I think one night my husband grilled some chicken. I think one night I just made some taco soup. We ate a lot of snacky type things, chips and salsa and queso, and we ate leftovers. For Thanksgiving, we took it really easy, and my husband grilled steaks. They were delicious. The kids asked me if I would make cacio e pepe, which is 20 minutes. It takes 20 minutes to make that. And I think I threw some green beans in a pot on the stove with some bacon and some seasonings, let them simmer for 30 minutes or so. And that was our Thanksgiving dinner, and it was amazing. But now it is Sunday after Thanksgiving. We are heading back into just kind of our normal standard routine weeks. We have 3 of them before we get to Christmas break. And I was starting to fret just a little bit about going to the grocery store and making a meal plan. And I shut that down real quick. I was like, okay, let's not overthink this. I mean, we don't have just a ton in the fridge, but we have a few things. I don't think we've even opened that milk yet. We have some cottage cheese. I know I actually have quite a lot of shredded cheese and block cheese. Maybe need some sandwich things. But I feel like we have a lot of pantry goods. We have a lot of canned goods, a lot of pasta and rice. We have a few snacky items left over from my Thanksgiving haul where I bought, some special things for us to enjoy while we were home. But we don't have a lot of proteins, not a lot of meat. And I know I need to restock fruits and vegetables. So now that you know where we're starting, let me go ahead and bring in the groceries and I'll show you what we got. Every year I ask myself if I want to keep my Sam's Club membership, if I think it's worth it. Honestly, I think it can be a huge pitfall for impulse buys. What has made me stick with it is the grocery order pickup. When they added the option to just open up the app, order what you want, drive to the store and have them loaded in your car so I don't have to actually go in. That's what makes it worth it for me personally to keep it. So I'd say I go to Sam's on average maybe once a month, sometimes twice, depending on the month. I spent about $150 there today, and $30 was on this bad boy right here. That was my only non-food item though. And yes, I still buy the OG powder Tide detergent. I've used lots of different detergents. We've used liquid detergents. I've used the detergent sheets before also, but I always keep some of this on hand. I just think it's the best. And I use it for other tasks too. In fact, my go-to countertop cleaner to clean and sanitize my counters is a teaspoon of this in a big bucket with just a little bit of bleach and then a bunch of warm water. And that's what I wipe my counters down with out here. That's just what I do. I don't even remember where I learned that, but old school Tide. I have been enjoying baking my own bread. I've talked about that in a few recent videos. Our own sandwich bread. I use the bread maker to make the dough and then a Pullman pan to make it the same shape as a sandwich loaf. But my kids do still like these Hawaiian rolls. And the best price I can get is at Sam's. So when I go, I usually do pick up a big package of these so the kids can make their sandwiches for their school lunches for the week on these. Even the store brand variety of these, I think, have gotten kind of pricey. So I pretty much just get them when I go to Sam's or when I see them like on clearance, or I absolutely need them for like a specific recipe. I also picked up some of this smoked salmon. I mean, this is not the kind of smoked salmon that's like cooked, like, that you'd put on a bagel or something. This is still, you want to throw it on the grill, which is what we do. It was $15 for 1.3 pounds. So my husband and I will definitely eat this week. Maybe we'll do that one night and throw some chicken on the grill for the kids. Speaking of chicken, you thought I was going to pull out a rotisserie chicken, didn't you? Actually, this time I did not pick up my obligatory Sam's Club rotisserie chicken. I picked up the chicken pot pie. I can't tell you why, but I think these are amazing. Like, I don't think I could make one that's that much better and that is worth the time it would take, to make like pie crust from scratch and stuff. This is not frozen, it's refrigerated. My husband is not a huge fan of chicken pot pie, but this will definitely be on the menu one night this week when he's gone. He has meetings. The kids and I love this, and it's so easy, and it's $20 for a giant pie. I mean, this is basically enough for us to have one night of meals with like 4 or 5 servings of leftovers. So good. But word to the wise, definitely put it on a cookie sheet, or at least put a cookie sheet under it in your oven, like on the rack beneath it, because it does like spill over. So don't just put it in the oven without something underneath it to catch the spillage, or you're going to be really mad cleaning your oven. Ask me how I know. A few lunch and snack requests from the kids. Just some black pepper turkey. This is, 22 ounces? I think it's still $10 at Sam's, so pretty good price for lunch meat. My son really likes these string cheese. He does not like store brand string cheese from Walmart or Aldi, which are the two places I typically shop. It has to be like the name brand, like this brand especially he really likes, the Frigo. Yeah, Frigo. I have seen the big boxes of the grape Uncrustables at Sam's, but this is the first time I've seen the strawberry, and this is the kind that my kids prefer. And here's the thing, I have priced this out before, and when I factor in the price of bread, peanut butter, strawberry jam, my limited amount of time, and my even more limited amount of sanity, these things are a steal. They come out to 67 cents a piece. I'm just not sure I can make them for that much cheaper than that. And yes, I know it's a convenience item, but these are so great for my kids who play sports or have like long band rehearsals during marching band season. They just like grab one of these, take them to practice with them, or eat them on the way. We just find them incredibly convenient. But it's got to be the strawberry or the raspberry. They like the raspberry ones, but they don't carry those in the big box. Thank you to today's sponsor, Ruggable. When we remodeled our kitchen last year, one of the things that I wanted to do, since we already have a really nice big family table in our dining room right next to our kitchen, was turn our little breakfast nook into more like a hearth room, a hearth nook, if you will, where I could put a nice comfortable sofa and a coffee table, and people can just sit and enjoy maybe working on a puzzle, watching a little TV, keeping me company in the kitchen here while I cook. I've been working on putting the finishing touches on this little area by moving some furniture around in the house and also investing in a few new pieces. And I knew since we have hardwood throughout the downstairs in our house that I would probably want a rug for this area just to kind of cozy it up a little bit. But let's face it, this is a kitchen and it's a high traffic area. This is why I thought a Ruggable rug would be perfect for this area, because they're stain resistant and they're machine washable. In fact, sizes up to 8x10 could be compatible with a home washing machine. So the 5x7 rug for my kitchen is something I can wash in my own laundry room in my own machine. I am super pleased with how this grips the floor. Trying to push it with my foot, I can't. It will not budge at all. It has this nice texture, this nice gripping texture on the back so that it won't slip. But even though Ruggable rugs are functional and made to withstand everyday wear and tear and be easy to care for, that doesn't mean that they aren't also really beautiful. In fact, there are lots of patterns to choose from so that you can get just the right piece to match your personality and your style in your home. Since I chose green kitchen cabinets when I redid the kitchen, I was really looking for a rug that would kind of pull in that green and unify beautify these rooms. And I am really happy with what I chose. I think it's a really nice accent piece to add to some of the classic, basics that I have going on in this space. Right now, you can enjoy 15% off at Ruggable when you use my code CMindyMom15. You can follow the link in the description box below, or you can scan the QR code right here. Again, that code is CMindyMom15 for 15% off. And thank you again to Ruggable for sponsoring today's video. My kids really like these golden kiwis, so I pick those up when I go to Sam's. And then crackers for snacks and lunches. It was actually cheaper for me to buy the name brand club crackers at Sam's than it was for me to buy the store brand at Walmart. And where the individual packages of the Cheez-Its are concerned, these are the kind that can just grab the little package and put them in their lunch or take for a snack. I was actually shocked to find out that if I buy the big package from Sam's, like the box that has the 2 big packages, I'm only saving 1 penny per ounce. I went with the ones that are already portioned for easy lunch packing. And then a ridiculous amount of cinnamon. This is 1 pound, 2 ounces of cinnamon. I picked this up because I really want to make cinnamon ornaments. If you know, you know, with like the cinnamon and the applesauce. And they're not for eating. They're for like cutting out. You put them on your tree and then it makes like your Christmas tree smell really good. We used to make them in Sunday school growing up, and every few years I make some for the tree. I just like them. Okay, Walmart. This is it. I just have the one basket from Walmart today. When I do store pickup, I choose the option where it says I'll bring my own bags, but instead of bags, I just put some laundry baskets in the back of the car and they can just like toss the stuff in there. 2 bags of this puff corn. I'm really considering a video for fun, this Vlogmas, because I just want to like make some videos I want to make without worrying about how many views they're going to get or how well they're going to perform. I'm thinking about one, maybe something along the lines of 12 days of Christmas treats, basically making like a different recipe for Christmas treats and snacks and, sweet treats and cookies and stuff. So then I can put it all together into one video and people can pick and choose what they want to make over Christmas break. Let me know if you might be interested. Leave me a comment. Bananas, very green bananas. I mean, that's like super green. Like those are going to take a while. It might be next week before I can eat those. I do not like green bananas. They need to be like, have like the brown dots starting to show up on the banana. Like that's how I like them, especially if I'm putting them in oatmeal or something. Comment down below if you have had these opal apples and if you like them. I do not see these all year long. They're seasonal. You can usually get some kind of apple all year long, but not these. Only in the winter have I seen them in my stores. So I'm picking them up while I can. And then Honeycrisp, the best. I mean, this is the champion of apples, A really large spaghetti squash. Whether or not I use this week, I think it'll keep for a little while. I mean, this is big. Normally I get the smallest one I can find. This is the thing about having other people do your shopping for you. I mean, this is like, it's bigger than my head. Some ham for my child who prefers ham sandwiches instead of turkey sandwiches. And then they all prefer the Colby Jack cheese for sandwiches. We always have to restock a few staples, right? Condiments, seasonings, cooking oils. And this week it was cumin and onion powder for me, plus the giant pound of cinnamon. Sugar snap peas, petite baby carrots. If I can't get the carrot chips, the kids are wanting the petite baby carrots. Because sometimes those baby carrots, they're thick, like the petite ones feel like the way baby carrots used to be, like actual small carrots. I mean, I know it's just regular carrots that they cut up, but you know what I mean. Celery was actually cheap. I wonder if they were just trying to move stock after Thanksgiving, because it was only 97 cents and that's the cheapest I've seen celery in a while. I still have carrots, like big carrots that I'll chop up for mirepoix if I decide to do something this week. And then a couple pounds of chicken breast and a pound of ground beef. I can do a lot of things with chicken breast or ground beef. I mean, I have no idea what the meal plan is, what's for dinner this week. I guess except for chicken pot pie. We'll definitely eat that. But I could do a lot with chicken or beef. We'll get that figured out. I actually think I'm not going to worry about making a meal plan. I think that I will just take it day to day. Sometimes we have to do that, right? Sometimes it's better just to take each day as it comes. And I've been doing this for a while and I've actually made lots of videos, my pantry challenges, where I come up with meals on the fly. So I'm thinking about vlogging that, like just taking you through the week and figuring out what's for dinner on the day using the stuff that we have. It'll give me an opportunity to use some stuff up too. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. YouTube thinks you might want to watch one of these videos next. If so, I'll see you there.